Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood quantum sheriff. I lost my camera, so I'm actually using a different type of camera device right now. It's on my Chromebook. So that's that right there. And that's part of the reason why I haven't actually made any videos recently, amongst other reasons, is because no camera. And I didn't know if there was a utility or an app that I could use for my Chromebook, because it's a little bit different than a laptop. So I was able to figure something out. So we'll see how this goes. I'll try to keep this as concise as possible here. Guys, seriously, you guys, this is amazing. I have to do some shout outs, okay? Because more than anything else, this is about what I'm the information that I'm being open to receiving right now, and that everyone has accessible to them through their subconscious mind, and if they're asking for the truth, they'll eventually find it without exception. And these people that I'm going to reference are more 100% about the legal system, and they're about the ins and outs and the traps and the other parts of it. And so these, and I've only seen a very minuscule amount of videos, and it's been hours. Okay, I want to say that. It's been hours that I've watched some of these videos, but it's just scratching the surface, you guys, seriously. And I want to learn everything about this, and even my language. You see, I want to learn that's in the future. Do you see how ridiculous that is? How it should... And I'm still learning. This is part of the process. So yes. Anyway, so the first person, and I'm watching something that's called. I have to keep stopping it because it's so powerful for me, and there's so much greatness with it. But it's the quantum language of law, and he has I think it's David Wynn Miller, who was, I don't know how it works, but was a federal judge, and is very intimate with the legal system and how it works, and has studied it and knows much more than most people who participate within the system know. And it's just like... And I actually found out about him. I didn't find out about David Wynn Miller by himself through YouTube. It never suggested that to me. I actually found him out through someone named, and he has another hyphen, and that actually has something to do with something I'll talk about in a second. But his name is Mark Christopher, and so I'll put some stuff in the comments below to link these guys too. Awesome, way awesome. Everybody should know this. Everybody should be doing this to some extent. If you want to be free, if you don't want to be dead, if you don't want to be a slave, if you do, then don't listen to me, and definitely don't listen to anything that anybody else along these lines is saying. I would say go back to sleep. But that's not me. That's not my friends. So be it. Amen. Anyway, just so in the future, I'm going to continue to talk about these things, and the legal system is a very important part of this process. And on an esoteric level, I've understood that they're talking about rules, and most of the things that they force aren't law. It's about the rules, and it's taken me a long time and a lot of interactions and help from other people to understand what's really going on here. Because on an internal level, I've understood from a very early age that rules are just agreements that people make. And I never understood how I could be forced into some kind of agreement, especially with the United States, with corporations, with all of these things, where I have to pay taxes, I have to do all of these things. I don't get to keep my wealth, I don't get to keep anything. And it's been explained to me that it's because we're dead. Now, hear me out. We're not really dead, but this has to do with legalities. And the legalities overshadow, what's the word I'm looking for? They end up, it's through language that we get confused. and in the process of that, we fall under their jurisdiction. And this seems esoteric, but it's also very real. And so this is something that I'm finding the words for as I talk now. And it's and I'm going to focus more on the spiritual aspects of this, because I feel like the legal aspects are being covered wonderfully by at least these two people, probably even more. So and I'm just very, very excited about all of this. And I do have a court appearance on Friday regarding something which has been ongoing for me. And hopefully armed with the truth and awareness of the law, I'll be able to exert myself. Now, there's no 100% chance that this is going to work, because this is kind of last-minute scramble for me, on top of the fact that language, and I need to how to phrase this. It's important, it's utmost importance for me to use correct language, even before I walk into that courtroom. Because if I am in charge of myself and my mind and my body, then I will act like it and I will speak like it. And if I do not, then obviously I'm a slave and I fall under their jurisdiction. And that's a part of it. That's only a small part of it. And but it's a very essential part of it, because nobody has authority. Okay, listen to this. Now, this is my not interpretation, but this is my communication with everybody. Nobody has jurisdiction over you unless you allow it. The same for me. Nobody has jurisdiction over me unless I allow it, or unless I've crossed some line to fall under someone else's jurisdiction. Truthfully, like on the levels that I'm talking about, this is about this is about man, and this is about us as divine souls living within this context, and it's beautiful. All right, it's all of this is really beautiful, and this is part of an awakening process. And some of us, like me, have really stumbled through it. I'm 33 years old, and from a very, very early age, I could subconsciously see through the lies of the system. And it's because internally, I've asked for the truth. I haven't been presented it, but I've constantly asked for it. And I realized that there was deception on some level going around. And and so just to barely touch upon the surface of this, that's what this is about. This is about the subconscious. This is about the subconscious mind. The conscious mind, if left by itself, will just believe whatever it's told. And that's how they get in with us, and also through the legal system and through our language. And that even beyond our conscious awareness, we've even programmed ourselves to talk and be and act in a certain way. And that creates a position for us to fall under their jurisdiction. And that's spiritual as well as legal. And so I want to try to keep this under 10 minutes. This is just a real quick video for me. And I'm going to keep making videos and putting this out there, and share any of my other revelations that I have. But that's the main people. Seriously, guys. David Wynn Miller. All right, quantum language of law. Isn't that funny? I'm the quantum sheriff, right? Fuck yeah! I don't know if I should maybe take if that modifies the noun. Some people who've listened a little bit may understand that. Did you? Oh my God, the levels of deception, you guys, with the law. If you say, okay, I won't go into that right now. But just by using language as we've been taught, it actually invalidates the very arguments, or not arguments, but statements that we're attempting to make in many of the cases. For example, and this works on a subconscious level, and that's why this is spiritual as well, and that's why labeling and language is so important, you guys, is because, like, for example, like in Australia, the Aborigines, right? the A in front of that means no. So the Aborigines, the original people. So if they're called the Aborigines, then there's a subconscious link with that, with the language, saying that I'm the not original person. And so they're going to be drawn away from that land subconsciously if they identify with that language and say, yeah, I'm Aborigines, because that means I'm non-original. And it's just like, this goes on so many levels, you guys. So I'm super excited about this. And I'm trying to buckle down. I don't have a lot of time before Friday. And on top of that, I still have a family. I still have things that I'm doing. So, just yay. This is about us freeing ourselves. And the majority of people out there may or may not. Doesn't matter. It's not about them. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. And same with the other side. The corruptors are going to do whatever they're going to do, but they have to follow the law. And if we know the law, they cannot touch us. And likewise, we can't stand in their way because they can't stand in our way. And if we're standing within our jurisdiction, that's fine. That's totally fine. Live your life. I'll live my life. And we'll go from there. So I guess that's all for now. 11 minutes, I'm a little bit over. Hopefully this new video format works. I'm not sure if it is. So we'll try it out. I'll download this, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out. Live within.